What is up, guys? This is Fijy here. Today, we're going to be doing PvP tips. So, welcome to Fijy's PvP Academy. Alright, so let's get started with beginner tip number 1. So, first one, inventory setup. Each person has their own style. Some people have it where they have their bow at slot 2, their rod at slot 4, and their flint and steel at slot 3. But, the way I do it, everyone has it different, obviously. I have the 4th slot as the flint and steel. I have the 3rd slot as the bow, 2nd slot as the fishing rod, and the 1st slot as the iron sword. Mostly because I have the razor naga, so yeah, that's just my preference with it. Sorry if you can hear the slimes are super loud. I'll turn that down right now. Mobs. Oh wait, they're not hostile. What? Alright, there we go. Alright. Beginner tip number 2. Get a PvP resource pack that you like. Alright, so, a lot of these are actually really helpful with PvP for some reason. They help for some reason. I don't know why. If you have a bad computer, you could get a lower resolution one. You can look those up, or default edits. So, as you can see, I had to go through all these to find the perfect one, and I ended up using the ice pack by Might As Well. I'll have the video description of that ice pack in the description. So, yeah. I really like this pack. That's just my preference. Okay. So next, hit people into walls, vines, or even ladders. So, it's pretty much self-explanatory. Like, say, this is a player right here. I hit him into the wall to get him trapped, so he can't either run away, it's harder for him to hit me back, and it's just harder to escape and harder for him to hit me. So let's try it with the vines. And it's the same with ladders, so I'll just do that anyways. See, because with vines or ladders, those are probably the best ones to hit them in because they get super slow. See, or they climb up by accident. And then, next one is just ladders, same thing. Right there. Alrighty. So, next tip. Not that. Alright, get below them. So, say, say I'm on a mountain. There's a person right here. You want to go down here and get that under advantage. Because when you get this under advantage, it is easier for you to hit them and they can't hit you because the place where they hit you is the top half of the body. People don't really explain this that much, so I'll go more in depth. So, say about your chest area and your head, that's where you hit. If I'm up here, I won't be able to reach him because he's too far down. And I can't really hit his head that easily unless I go down one more block. But if you hit him, you'll keep knocking him back, and it'll be harder for him to get you. And if you're down here, you're hitting his legs, and he can't reach you. So, again, that is a very amazing tip. I really like it. Very useful. And next, intermediate tip number 3. Practice scrolling or pressing numbers. This one has to do with the inventory setup. Like, you can get used to scrolling to 4 and back. Or you can get used to pressing the numbers on the keyboard, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even a 5 if you want. And then, say I have the razor naga, so I can press it on my mouse. Say I want to do a fishing rod, I'll go like that. And if I want to shoot someone, go like that. And then if I want to flint and steal someone, go like that. And then you just have to practice it. It's not really just you're either good at it or you're not. You just have to practice and get faster at it. Because before I was terrible, so... Next tip, it's a hard tip. This is number 1. Hard tip number 1. Get some combos. So a lot of people don't know what this is, but pretty much what it is, you keep hitting them to the point, people call it a hit glitch, but it's actually a combo. Like, you keep hitting them, and then you move around them as you're hitting them, and then they won't be able to really hit you as easily. Like, say I have an iron golem right here, and then you can even use a bow or a rod to help get the combo because that counts as a hit because they get hit back. And then, see, normally, if I was versing someone, they wouldn't be able to get me because I'm going around them and hitting them, and it's super hard for them to hit me. And a lot of people get that confused with hacking, but they're obviously not hacking. So, yeah, that is the first hard tip. And the next tip is crits. So, pretty much what that is criticals. If you don't know what that is already, it's when you're trying to hit someone. It does more damage if you are... People think it's just you jump in the air and you hit them, but it's as you're going down when you're falling, as you jump. Like say I jump and I go down and hit them, you can see the critical particles. And then pretty much what that does is just does more damage than a regular hit. It really helps with PvP. Pretty much what I think you guys should do is run up to them, and then for the first hit before, you don't want to just keep jumping and hitting them unless they're in a corner. But otherwise, you just want to sprint towards them, jump, hit, as you're going down, hit them, and then just start hitting them. And then the next tips is rod, bow, flint and steel, and F5 mode, and strafing. So, if you guys have Optifine, control is your zoom button, but I set that to my middle mouse. You can change it to whatever you want. So you can have your sprint button as R, but I have mine set to control. So if I hold that down as I am running, it's easier to escape people because I can run up against a block, jump above it, and I'll still be sprinting. And then if you're trying to hit someone, like I'll show you right here, it is a lot easier because you're still sprinting towards them. It helps you with combos. As you can see right there, it's really useful for hitting a lot faster and, of course, getting them to not hit you as easily. And then next one is rod. So that's also pretty much part of that setup. Say I have it in my second slot. You can become fast at it, but you don't really need to. You could just switch to it and go back fast like that, kind of. And also, if you have a lot of ping, I don't suggest using a rod because it's really delayed and it won't really have that much of a use. So like say I'm running towards someone and I hit them with the rod and then keep hitting them. It's pretty much, it helps you with the combo. Or say I'm running, I could just turn around and hit them a bunch with the rod and keep running if I'm trying to escape. And then the next one is bow. Is switching to your bow fast and like say you see someone's behind you, you jump like and pull back the bow 180 and like shoot them, or just practice. The best way to practice and to get you really good at using a bow is to spawn a bunch of bats. Here, I'll show you guys that right now. Where's a bat? Bat. There we go, bat. Okay, so you spawn a bunch of these and you practice shooting them. It gets really hard because you don't know where they're going, but that's what helps you. And they have a little bit bigger of a hitbox than what it shows. Like, here, I'll show you. F3B. Oh, wait, F3 and H, right? Wait, what? I don't know what it is. Whatever. So, yeah, that's a good way to practice. Practice against pigs or whatever, but, yeah. So, alright, and then the next tip is FNS. And pretty much what that means is flint and steel. So I have this, and I have my flint and steel. Say someone is running towards me. Like, say this zombie is someone. Let's go in game mode S so he chases me. So, say he's chasing me. I'm running or whatever, or he's just chasing me, and I go like that. That's to get them on fire. It makes it easier to hit them. They can't run away as easily because they keep getting hit, and and it stops their sprint. That's also why you should be holding control so it doesn't stop your sprint as much. So you don't have to keep double tapping W. And then it just helps because over time, the entire time that it burns them, it does 3 hearts of damage if they just step in it instantly and walk out. But if they stand in it, obviously it's going to do a lot more damage. And then the next tip is F5. So pretty much what that is if you guys don't know already, it's so you could see behind you, or like it changes the peripheral or like the perspective of your camera. So, like say, I'm running, or I just need to know if someone's behind me without having to look back and hope that I'm not getting hit. So say I'm running, I could just look back and see if they're there without having to turn around physically and actually see if they're there. And then, so, that also helps with the bow because, so it helps a lot with bows, because, like, say you're like this, and then you could just switch to your bow, shoot them. And the last tip is looking around corners. Whenever you're running from people, or just running, like, ever, you can use F5 mode to help you find people without having to go around the wall. Like, say, this is a big wall here. Say it's a building, and there's someone way over there, but I don't know it yet. I could just stand right at this part, shift, so they can't see my name tag, and then I could see if they're there by pressing the camera button, which is whatever you want. You could change the keybind from F5 to, like, I made it F. So yeah, that's tipping tips, Minecraft PvP. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.